Disney is in panic mode. Snow White has burnt out, and burnt out fast. Instead of a fairy tale triumph, this live-action remake has turned into a full-blown nightmare. A 70% drop in audience interest has Disney scrambling behind the scenes, and fans are wondering what on earth went wrong. For months, Disney pumped up the hype. The live-action Snow White, starring Rachel Zegler, was supposed to be another crown jewel in their growing line of remakes. The original 1937 film, that wasn't just a movie. It was history, the first full-length animated feature, a cultural icon. So expectations were sky high. But the moment marketing kicked off, something felt off. From the very first teaser, audiences were confused. Then came the interviews, and that's where things went from shaky to catastrophic. Zegler called the original weird, dismissed the prince as a stalker, and explained how this Snow White wouldn't be focused on love or fairy tales at all. She was going to be a strong, modern woman who doesn't dream of true love. Wait, what? You're remaking one of the most iconic fairy tales in the world and throwing out the fairy tale? It didn't take long before the backlash exploded online. Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, fans everywhere started roasting the film. Longtime Disney loyalists felt betrayed. Casual moviegoers were turned off. People started asking the same question over and over. Who is this movie for? As the backlash picked up speed, something shocking happened. Pre-release anticipation dropped by over 70% compared to previous live-action remakes like Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin. That is a massive red flag, and Disney saw it, loud and clear. Behind the scenes, insiders report absolute panic mode at Disney headquarters. Test screenings? Brutal. Words like soulless, confused, and cringe started making the rounds in private notes and review sessions. Merchandising partners? Pulling back. Toy orders were reduced. International markets were lukewarm at best. One Disney source even admitted, "It's a fire we can't put out fast enough." What makes it worse is the timing. Disney's been on a cold streak. Lightyear bombed. The Marvels crashed hard. Wish underperformed. Now Snow White, which was supposed to be a surefire hit, is becoming another box office casualty. Fans are pointing fingers at the root of it all. Disney has lost touch. Instead of telling heartfelt stories that spark joy, they're pushing awkward, heavy-handed messages at the expense of charm, magic, and soul. Audiences don't want lectures. They don't want updated versions of fairy tales that insult the originals. They want escapism. They want hope. They want the dream that Walt Disney himself built the entire company on. When you take away the innocence, the romance, and the sense of wonder, you're not updating a story. You're tearing it apart. And let's be honest, the marketing didn't help. With the lead actress appearing dismissive, the trailers feeling lifeless, and the promotional tone focused more on correcting the past than honouring it, fans were left asking, if you hate the original so much, why remake it at all? The damage is done. Snow White hasn't even released yet, and the buzz is toxic. Disney is already rumoured to be considering delays, reshoots, or even a quiet streaming release to soften the blow. That's how dire things are. But this isn't just about Snow White. This is a turning point, a warning sign. The audience is waking up. They're not going to blindly show up just because there's a Disney logo on the poster. Not anymore. Trust has been broken. And if Disney doesn't course correct soon, they won't just lose money. They'll lose what made them Disney in the first place. So what do you think? Is this the final straw for Disney fans? Or is Snow White just a misunderstood attempt to modernise a classic? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss an update on the latest in entertainment, pop culture, and the business behind the magic. Thanks for watching, and remember, even the fairest of them all can fall.